Hi, I'm Kelly Huston from Lindsay, Texas. This is my son Matthew to my left and my son Nathan to my right. We have been exhibiting livestock at the State Fair of Texas for the past 4 generations in my family. My husband Tom grew up in Sanger. He showed polled Herefords. So that's what he raised and exhibited in Dallas. I actually did not know him at that time when he was showing and I was showing. We didn't meet until years later in college before we actually knew each other.
Well, my first experience showing at the State Fair, I had a market barrow and his name was Thor. We picked him up right after the end of my sophomore year showing at Huston, and we drove to a little farm in Crum, Texas. We raised pigs that summer, and that summer we went to the North Texas State Fair and he was reserve champion Hampshire barrow. And I knew right then that I had something that might be pretty good. We were pretty excited coming to the State Fair, and a week out from the State Fair, we actually put him on the scales and he weighed 290 pounds, which is exactly at the weight limit. So we were a little scared there, but then shortly after he got sick, which made us even more scared. So we were nursing him all the way up until time to show, and we went in there to show and I got pulled right off the bat, went to a holding pen, and then came out to show again, and I ended up getting 5th and making the sale with that barrow. So that was a great experience for my first time showing.
The 2 heifers I have, they're shorthorns. The first one was, her name's Ember. I took her to the State Fair for the first time last year, and then I ended up getting 2nd place, but I was still happy because I haven't had the best luck at major shows.
The competition is very tough, it's very aggressive, so if you can walk out of a show ring with a ribbon, and especially if you're showing a market animal and place and make the sale, then that's an accomplishment because it's lots of work to get here, but we just really enjoy doing it as a family, and I tend to get a little worked up sometimes when they go in the show ring. You know, it's like if you're watching your kid compete in soccer or basketball or football. It's kind of the same thing with showing livestock. You know, you're out there competing, but you're just not competing against somebody from another neighboring town. When you come to the stock shows like the State Fair, you're competing against people from all over the state of Texas. So it's like it is a state competition. It's a good way for us to bond and enjoy our time together, and I don't know of any other way that I would want it to be than how it's been. And I'm glad that Nathan's just going to be a sophomore in high school because I get to enjoy doing this for 3 more years. We're doing good. We've had a busy summer since we saw you last.
The first day of 2 days, I was running and I dislocated my leg. So far I've been out for
A month.
If I can't show anything at the State Fair yet, then we have people that will be able to show my animal for me, but we're kind of hoping it does not come to that.
She's got a good personality. She's a big pet. She weighs about somewhere around 235 to 245. She's just really easy for us to train. They're kind of like people, they can have different personalities.
My husband always says it's like a beauty pageant. All I can think about is cattle to get ready and a pig to get ready for a show in mid-October. Are you going to be able to walk?
It's not really easy trying to walk with the brace. I haven't been able to walk my pig very much, and I'm still trying to get used to it. I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue, but it just kind of depends on how everything goes. First time I came to the State Fair, I was extremely nervous, but after the years of coming here, it's gotten a lot easier.
I can remember when I was growing up and showing, I would get nervous when I would go into the show ring, but I think it's harder as an adult watching your own kids because you tend to want to just scream at them, okay, do this, and you're trying to coach them from the stands, and you know they can't hear you, they don't even know where you are.
I got a little nervous when it was taking him a long time, but at the very end, I saw him clap his hands and point at mine, and that's when I got really excited because I knew that he already placed mine first. It was mine. I got first place of Class 2 of the crossbreeds, and I am very excited about it.